You know what? Check it out. I'm a granddaddy's girl. I was first grandchild, and y'all know my mom had me at 17, so my grandfather called me his child. But I've always been a granddaddy's girl, and I guess because of that, I have a soft spot for our elders. So, what with the story that the man posted the other day about the elderly woman and her selfish ass grandchildren or granddaughter, it made me think about a story I shared with you all. It happened several years ago. I was I was driving into Walmart, and I remember pulling into the parking lot, and I saw this man as I'm driving in trying to find a parking space. I see this man walking toward the entrance, and he's walking very slowly with his cane. So I go ahead and drive and park my car. And do you know, by the time I parked my car, he still had not gotten inside the store. That's how slow he was walking. So when I see him walk into the store, I asked him, because I could see he was looking for a scooter. I think, or I asked him or something. I said, "Do you need a scooter?" But there weren't any. There weren't any. And as much time as it took him to get inside the store, I could only imagine how long it would have taken him to try to find what he needed in the store without a scooter. I said, I found a chair. I said, "Sir, you sit right here. I'm going to find you a scooter." So I went to look at, I think I saw someone in their uniform in, their vest or whatever. I said, "Can you help me? This man needs a scooter." "Oh, I'm going on my break." So I'm walking all around the store trying to find this man a scooter. To finally, I saw someone in the back of the store, and I said, "Hey, there's a man up front who needs a scooter. Can you help me?" So we finally get it to him, and he's sitting there. And we get to the front, and he said, "Thank you so much. Can I offer you some?" I said, "No, no." So he goes on his way. Do you know, I was so overcome with emotion, like Gen X for life. I couldn't even shop. I went to my car and started bawling. And I called my husband. I don't even think we were married then. I started bawling because by the time I saw him walking in, there were so many people who had passed him. All colors, all ages, not one person but me asked if he needed some help. And he had to be in his 70s, maybe older. And when I was telling my husband, I said, all I did was what I would have hoped someone did for my grandfather had they seen him, or they did for my mother. And so some of you may say, "Well, how, maybe he was this to his children. That's why nobody was there for him." But what if he wasn't? Because the truth of the matter is, we just don't know. I don't know. I just saw somebody who needed some help. And I thought about my mama. I thought about my papa. I couldn't even finish shopping. I had to leave because I was broke down. Y'all, may God have mercy on y'all soul.